Smoky Mountains again. It is Friday, January 24th, and change of plans. I was going to have an adventure up on Klingman's Dome, but the high winds have closed 441, so heading to Derrick Knob shelter tonight through over by Elkmont is where I'm parked, Smoky Mountains Institute. So parked over there and heading up to Derrick Knob tonight and 26 tomorrow night. So change of plans, still be a good adventure, but the rain's moving in and we're probably gonna have some pretty good weather here this afternoon, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Ready for the adventure. We're just starting to hike Middle Prong Trail. All right, so which is which? No arrows. I'm thinking we stay, I don't know, 8.3 is where we're headed. Wow, that's a long way. Better get on it. So it stopped raining for now. Perfect temperature, it's about 50 degrees and still hiking next to the creek, just a gentle incline. Never been on this trail, so I think I've decided I'm gonna do Mount Derrick Knob both nights, because I just don't have anything to lay my stuff down on, and I didn't bring that tie back, and everything is pretty wet, so we'll play it by ear and see what happens. Maybe make just a relaxing day, because it won't be all about the views this time now, which is what the trip was going to be. So I'll go over some of my gear too. Keep it on. I'm probably a quarter of the way there to Derrick Knob, so moving on. Pretty steady rain right now. But it's all right. That's what it is. I don't think it's going to rain tomorrow, but we'll just have to adjust as we get it. Beautiful though. Well, I'm at the halfway spot. It's not a very hard hike, but just taking a long time, 8.3 miles. So sitting in my chair right here, my Helinox, you can't even see it because my body takes it all up, but Helinox chair 0, just taking a break, and 4.2 to go, 4.1 in already, so we'll see what happens. Sun's just peeking up on that ridge up there. So it looks like the rain may be done, I hope. There's blue sky up there, I don't know if you can see it or not. But definitely has gotten colder. Had to cross a creek back there, man, and it's just roaring, so there's no way to do it other than just to walk through it, man. I walked up and down for 10, 15 minutes trying to find a way to get through it, and there was no spot, so I had to walk through it. Feet are soaked, but wool socks are still warm, so I'd say we probably got another 2 miles, man. It's a pretty difficult hike, or not difficult, just long, man. 8.3 in half a day, that's a lot for me. So we'll see you when we get to the shelter, I bet. It's getting pretty dark. This camera picks up pretty good. I mean, it's not too far away from headlamp time. We are officially night hiking. Just come up to the AT finally. Let's find out how far we got to the shelter. Shelter is 0.3, and it's getting cold, and my feet are wet, so I'm ready to get some dry socks on. So we are night hiking. Yeah, buddy. Sunset over there. You still see the sky a little bit. This thing picks up light pretty good. All right, I got 0.3 to get warm. Yeah, buddy. Well, I'm already in bed. It's about 7:45. Took a long time to get here. Nobody's here. Didn't even feel like building a fire. My feet were cold from crossing that creek, so I put on my dry socks and I'm in my quilt and battling mice already. So that creek crossing was not a good idea, as cold as it's gonna get. So anyway, just gonna lay here, watch a little video, and wake up in the morning and make the plan, see what it is. So we'll see you in the morning. Burr. Burr. Well, it's almost 9 o'clock. I've been trying not to get up because the plan is going to change, but wait till you see what we got out here. This is why I've been trying not to get up. Yeah, buddy. We got snow. And it is cold. And my feet and shoes are frozen. So we're gonna adjust the plan. Go ahead and have some breakfast and then hike out this morning, but it's pretty cold, man. The creek crossing was definitely not a good plan with this kind of cold. My toes are already frozen, I can feel them. And boots were frozen, but anyway, pretty cool, man. Nice snowy day up on the Smokies. Just a little dusting. I'd say we got maybe half an inch. And we're gonna have breakfast and get out of here. Go ahead and head out, call it a night. Call it a trip, I mean. But we'll update it as it goes. Frozen water. It's pretty cold. I got my alcohol stove going. It's got me getting ready to have some coffee and some oatmeal and just thinking about what to do. Not really sure. I mean, it's pretty cold up here. And like I said, I got wet feet, so I really either need to build a fire and just hang here tonight or pack out. I don't know. I don't know what to do, so we'll figure it out. Wasn't expecting that creek crossing. I know I've said it before, but winter trips, creek crossings are not a good thing. So probably need to plan that better next time. I got wrecked because of the road closure, so otherwise I've been fine with the Klingman's Dome. There's no creek crossings. I try to stay in the highlands in the wintertime because no creek crossings. But anyway, we'll figure it out, man. I may stay a night. I don't know what to do. So we've decided to make it a camp day. I'm going to hang here today and just, have fire and relax. And this is how much snow we got. That's what, a couple inches probably, or an inch at least. Anyway, still freezing cold. It's about 11 o'clock, and I'm just gonna make it a camp day, man. Just hang out here. I got shelter and get some firewood, build a fire, dry out my stuff, and we'll hike out in the morning and maybe show you some gear today. But just gonna make it a relaxing camp day today. But man, it's just beautiful up in here. Just beautiful. Light dust in the snow. Still falling a little bit. I don't know if it's coming off the trees or not. But anyway, it's gonna be a relaxing day. Haven't seen anybody since I got here, so it's awesome. 10:45, and figured since it's gonna be a camp day, I'll make some camp videos and show you some things here, some stuff I packed, and also around the shelter. So that's AT northbound coming this way, and shelters are pretty nice, man. I mean, they obviously get the use, but they got this tarp up here, and it's seen better days. It's already ripping, and they got the hardest part to go. So anyway, just a little cook area out here on the side. You can cook out there, and then here, let's see if the light's good. Yeah, not bad. It's got fireplace, double bunk. I didn't have any issues last night, but I found that rodent. I don't know if you can see that back there, but that's called a rodent deterrent or something like that. So I put it right by my head, and no mice. So I'm gonna get a fire going. I've already got all that stuff organized right there, and I'm gonna try to fix up this place a little bit for next people that get here. I'll be here all day, so still haven't found a water source, but I'll get to it. I think it's barely snowing now. That's my bag up there on the cables. Beautiful. All right, this is a new part of the show called the Frozen Tundra Pack Explosion Gear Review. That way you get to see what unnecessary crap that I brought for this trip. All right, unnecessary crap. These are micro spikes. That weighs 1 pound. I'm not going to probably use those, I don't think. Clothing bag, dry bag. These gloves just for the downpour when it's cold, so you can put your other gloves underneath them. I brought my tarp and stakes in case for for emergency shelter. That's just bathroom bag, first aid kit. That's my alcohol fuel kit, spoon and windscreen. That's my deuce of spades, my headlamp, my little pillowcase, battery backup right there, hat, food bag. So here's the new piece of gear. And most people watching this have this, but this is the Z-Pax Arc Blast. And it's awesome, man. It weighs 20 ounces. Super light. Suspension is awesome. It's called the Arc there, so you can see how it arcs. So my dilemma of always carrying my firearm without offending people, it fits perfectly in these side pouches. So it was awesome. Water, fuel, winky winky. And then in here is the last part of the gear, my sleep system. So, and a couple other little things, trekking poles. Oh yeah, this is no charge for this. This is Frozen Sock City right there. What happened? The video just cut off, but anyway, ditty bag, pipe, tobacco, saw, and bushcraft knife, full tank, so I can split wood if I need to. I think those are 11 ounces together. It's my lighting equipment. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name of it. I do that every time. My seat on the pillow, and I have a Climate air mattress. It's their winter one. It's rated R4 value, so it's pretty warm. Last night, my toes got cold, and my things had come loose there. Didn't know it. I slept all night like that, and it probably got down to 20, maybe upper teens here last night, but it was pretty cold. We'll do that again tonight. So these are the trekking poles. I didn't show them last time, really, and maybe too big here to see. But that is the Black Diamond Carbon, man, I gotta look at it again. It's got some silly name. Distance Carbon Z. And so far so good, man. I've had my weight on them a couple times, and I'm not a little guy. And my concern was the strength, obviously, because they're the ones that you pull together. They they don't adjust. They come one size, you push this in, and then it collapses from there. So anyway, so far so good. All right, next segment. What am I wearing to stay warm? Because it's probably 25 degrees right now. Still snowing a little bit, but so I have on a base layer Under Armour Cold Gear long sleeve. I have on a light fleece Spider. It's synthetic something. I have on my puffy Columbia, which is the thermo whatever it is, and I got a Gore-Tex REI rain gear on over top. For bottoms, I got a pair of base layer summer ones, a pair of base layer winter ones, my hiking pants, and then these over top. And then my shoes, my shoes are finally pretty dry. And so far these are good, man. Those are the Ultra Lone Peak 4s. They're waterproof, but I don't know if that's good or bad. Anyway, just an update on cold weather gear, because if I didn't have this stuff, it would not be very comfortable here today. So, but I'm snug as a bug in a rug. This is my view, just hanging out at the shelter, sitting back, sitting on the table here. Little place that you could cook food. Trying to charge up my Lucy light there on the corner, but I don't know if it's sunny enough to get that done. Probably just will freeze it. I'd say we're in middle 20s if I had to guess. I need to grab my thermometer off my bag to confirm that. Lucy light charging. Look at the view. People count as of this moment, 0. Snow's picking up again. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's starting to come down. Might have to put the micro spikes on on the way out tomorrow. It's beautiful out here though, man. No views, but just totally different experience. Let's say we got a solid inch. was snowing pretty good. That's just barely coming down. AT southbound right there. Well, I know what you must be thinking. This is a weird place to have a pipe, but that's the first AT that I've noticed. I didn't notice it on my way in, so I decided to come out and relax and have just a little AT marker meeting, just like that. You know what else I wanted to say? I'm so thankful that I didn't decide to go home this morning. Wet feet, cold weather, sleeping bag malfunction. I wasn't in a mood to stay, but I'm glad I did, because this is a totally unique experience. You know, no views like I normally get, but just nice being in the woods, man, with the snow. It's pretty cool, so I'm loving it. Got a little pipe spring here. It's a little steep walk down behind, but pipe's not really flowing, you can see. But over here it's flowing pretty good, so we just got it tapped into right there. About halfway done. I always like down in the forest, like by the springs, man. It's just so quiet. Still snowing. There's just something about ice water and frozen beef jerky, or Slim Jims and cheese fries on a snowy day in the Smokies. Another great part of camp hangout trips is the afternoon nap. All snuggled up inside the quilt. See you in a couple hours. I couldn't get my fire going, so that's not a good sign. Wood was wet, so just gonna have to make do with what we got. So this should be all right. See you in a few hours. Looks like we're having some pad thai for dinner tonight, and some coffee, because it is freezing cold. My water's getting ready to boil right now. Just gonna have a nice meal, sit down, watch a little movie, and hopefully hit the alarm at 7. Be out here by 8:30, and on the trail. So we'll update you if anything happens tonight. If not, we'll see you in the morning. The old alcohol stove does not really want to burn. When it's about 10 degrees is what I would guess it is right now. It is cold. Woo. So it's about almost 7 o'clock, and I'm gonna get some coffee and some oatmeal, get it packed up, get on the trail. Probably 4 hours to get out, and I think that's pushing my quilt to the limit. I wasn't cold, wasn't super hot though. I normally sleep hot, so anyway, about 4 hours to get out, so we'll see you on the trail. All right, we're all packed up, getting ready to head out. It hasn't warmed up. In fact, I think it's gotten colder, but that's because I'm outside now. But should be all right. Just not looking forward to that creek crossing down there. And woo, adventure, man. Different, totally different. But I have people count to this point is still 0. So let's see if we can get out without seeing anybody. 3 days, solitude. It's been a really, really good time. Very cool walking in the snow. Look at this beautiful sunrise. It's gonna bleed out on the frame, but man, it's just beautiful out here. Northbound on the AT, and I do mean northbound. I'm sorry I keep taking these videos, man, but I'm just awestruck at the beauty out here. It's just unreal. And the trees up in the woods up there, see up the high where they're all whited out? Isn't that cool? Man, I'm just loving this. And the cool other thing is, I'm the first one to set tracks on here since at least Friday. Woo, buddy. Just a different look, man. Snow's already getting thinner down here, but it's still cold. Still got all my layers on. Haven't taken any off yet. I'm looking out for the witch in Narnia. That's where I feel like I'm at right now. Pretty cool. Here in these rhododendron tunnels. I guess they don't go over tops, they're not tunnels, but with the snow it looks pretty cool. And we have a trespasser. He's north up there, heading northbound on the AT from the gap that I went, so still haven't seen anybody. Just a footprint. Wintertime views. Just absolutely beautiful, man. And quiet. Other than my loud footsteps. I thought I saw some bear prints earlier, but they were just a gigantic pig, so they're gone now. They went off the trail. Well, I know what you're thinking. Kevin, did it start snowing again? No, I just bushwhacked all the way through those mangroves to get to here, which I think I can cross, so wish me luck. Obviously, I'm not one of those guys who videos crosses, comebacks good with my camera. I do it one time. Here we go. All right, down to just base layer. I got a base layer on under here. And if you noticed, my shoes are dry. I had to do a lot of bushwhacking to get through that creek, but I got through it, so without having to get my feet wet, so that was a bonus. So now it's just making miles. I think it's probably about 5 miles to truck if I had to guess. So we'll see if anything's fun on the way. Barely snow down here. It's total different. You just barely see it on some of the trees up in there. Totally different. Well, truck is in sight. Another trip done. This one was awesome because of the snow. Could have been a bad situation getting rerouted, but you know, it worked out, man. It was very neat to deal with that. And next trip is going to be a very special solo trip to celebrate my 50th birthday in March. So I'm not going to tell you where, but I'm ready to go already. But awesome trip. I learned a few things. I learned to never leave your hammock at home, because I could have stayed at 26 and been shorter the first day. So I wasn't ready to go to the ground because I didn't bring my tie bag. So everything was wet. I also learned that I'm going to invest in the wet fire sticks, because for some reason my cotton balls wouldn't burn and I was lazy with my prep. So that's why that didn't work out. Other than that, man, it was an awesome trip. We'll see you next time.